Now we know how to write a test cases, but after completing the test cases, there is a one wonderful phase which is called test case review. If you are staying with the family and you are coming to home from office, by that time you will follow few procedure. For example, you will hang your jacket to somewhere, you will keep your helmet at one place, otherwise your mom will scold you. But if you are a bachelor, you will throw your helmet at one place, jacket at one place, key at one place. Similar way, if you are going to the big companies, there are procedures for each and every stages. Similar way, after completing the test cases, there is a one standard procedure for reviewing the test case, and this will take place in many companies. This is the wonderful concept. So in this video, we are going to discuss what is test case review process.
Camera rolling, action.
Now what happened in the test case review? Once whenever we have completed the test cases, let's say I'm working on a login functionality and I am a tester, so I have completed around 40 test cases for the login functionality. Now or I will intimate my team manager or test manager, boss, I have completed my work. So first phase is I will write test case. Once test case writing is complete, I will intimate to my manager. Once I will intimate my manager I have complete regarding my work completion, they will send it to a reviewer, and reviewer will review my test case. It's me and my manager is going to send to a reviewer. Now reviewer will review my test case. Whatever test case I have written for the login functionality, they will do the review of each test cases line by line. If he or she is going to find any mistake, by that time he will intimate me, boss, you made this mistake and I have to fix those mistakes. Reviewer send back to me. According to their inputs, they will add in the comments. So in real time, what happened? To write a test case, they are using particular applications. For example, they are writing in Jira or Excel sheet or Google Drive or any other test management tool. In test management tool or Jira or any other application, you will find the similar option for the review or comment section. In that, they will put their views. I have missed the XYZ functionality, or I have written invalid scenarios. Based on that, he will send back to me. So this is this is entire process is automated, handled by the tool. So automatically I will get the mail, and based on that I will fix based on reviewer inputs. So here the stage will be, fourth stage will be correction, and then fifth phase will be re-review, and next one will be approve. So once I will fix my mistake, later on again I will send back to reviewer, and reviewer say if everything is okay, he will approve the test. Once test cases are approved, it will stored in the particular repository, or whenever test execution will start, another tester, for example, I am going to perform the test. By that time I will have a test case ready. I have to just pick one by one test case and I have to test against the application. This is how reviewing process work. Now in real industry or real work, what happens? Who can be the reviewer and who can be the tester? Let's say we are working on a Gmail and we have these modules: login, compose mail, draft, chat, meet, settings, and spam. We have multiple functionality. In real time, team leader or manager will assign each functionality to the particular tester. For example, A and B always work for the login. C is working for the compose. D is working for the draft. F is coming for the chat. G is testing meet functionality. In that case, what happened? For example, D is dedicated resource for the draft. So D will get to know in and out of the draft functionality. He knows actual requirement, what developers are going to build in next build cycle, what they are going to release, where are the critical bugs, what are the open bugs, how many test cases he has written, how many test cases he has executed. Everything D will know about the draft functionality. Similar way, F will know everything for the chat, G will know everything for the Meet. So based on the product knowledge or understanding of the application, team leader or test manager will assign each module to the tester. So based on the module assignment, I am going to work on login functionality. Question is, who can be the reviewer? There are different criteria for the reviewer. Let's say my manager itself can be my reviewer. He is a senior person. He know the application in detail. He is working on each and every functionality. So he can be my reviewer. Another is, there can be one option of the peer review. What does it mean? A and B tester working on the A functionality and C is working on the compose. So in peer review, C will review the work of logging or A and B, and A and B will be reviewer for the C. They are reviewing each other work. So in that case, they will get to know what they have missed, because testing is, whenever we are going to perform the test, we are going to write the test cases. There are different minds and each minds are coming with the new approaches. Let's say I'm working on the login module. I know in and out of login functionality, but still I am working on my approach. I have few direction, few sets. Based on that, I am identifying test cases. But another person, my colleague, is working on different mindset. He will get to know few missing area of my application, or I can find out few missing area of their part. Based on the peer review procedure will take place. There are few review ethics. Let's say we are performing review and we are writing the test cases. In this phase also we are spending some time. Later on, after review, what reviewer will do? Reviewer will find only defects or only missing area or missing parts. He is not going to fix that area. Reviewer directly send to me or tester and I will fix whatever I made mistake. Reviewer is not going to fix anything. And one more part is, after a successful review, if anything is missed or any bug we will miss in the production, by that time reviewer is not responsible for that. The reviewer and tester both are responsible for the missing area. And what usually they will find in the review process, what kind of the bugs or what kind of the glitches they can find in the review section. First one is a repeated scenario. Why repeated scenarios? Because A and B both are working on the login functionality. There can be a chance A and B can write the same test cases. So reviewer can find repeated functionality. Another is missing scenario. Let's say A and B both are working on the login functionality. I think B has covered and B think I will cover, or both we will forget that functionality. In that case, reviewer can find that functionalities. And let's say wrong scenario. Few scenarios are invalid, or few scenarios we have duplicated or we have splitted. In that case, there can be a few loopholes those reviewer can find. So this is how entire end-to-end review process works. I hope everything is clear. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. I will be happy to answer. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. We'll see you in the next session.